I thought I was saving a life that night. Instead, I walked into a secret that would destroy everything I knew about love and rebuild it into something I never saw coming. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me take you back to the moment that changed everything. Comment below if you've ever discovered something about someone that completely changed how you saw them. Because what I found that night, it wasn't what anyone would expect. My name doesn't matter for this story. What matters is that 6 months ago, I moved into apartment 4B of the oldest building on Maple Street. The kind of place where the pipes sing at night and the walls are thin enough to hear your neighbor's entire life. And my neighbor in 4C, he was a mystery wrapped in silence. Tall, always in dark hoodies, kept to himself, the kind of guy who'd nod once in the hallway and disappear before you could say hello. I'd see him leaving at odd hours, 3 a.m., 5 a.m., always with the same black backpack, always alone. The other neighbors whispered, drug dealer maybe, criminal on the run. That one lady on the first floor swore he was in witness protection. I didn't care about gossip. I had my own problems. A failed engagement 3 months before the move, a career in graphic design that was going nowhere, a life that felt like I was watching it happen to someone else. But every time I saw him in that hallway, something shifted in my chest. Not attraction, not yet, just curiosity. Like he was a locked door and I couldn't stop wondering what was inside. It happened on a Tuesday. I was coming home late from my mom's house, carrying leftover lasagna and exhaustion. It was almost 11 p.m. That's when I heard it. A crash, glass shattering, coming from 4C. Then silence. The kind of silence that makes your heart pound. I stood in the hallway, frozen, mind racing, thinking I should call the police, knock, walk away. Then I heard it, a sound that made my blood run cold, a low groan, pain. I didn't think, I just moved. I knocked hard. Hey, are you okay in there? Nothing. Knocked again. I'm calling 911 if you don't answer. The door flew open, and there he was, my mysterious neighbor, hoodie pushed back, face flushed, eyes wild with panic. But that's not what made me freeze. It was what was behind him. The entire apartment was filled with canvases. Dozens, maybe hundreds. Paintings covering every wall, stacked on the floor, propped against furniture. And every single one was a portrait of people. Faces. Each one so detailed, so alive, it felt like they might step out of the frames. I heard a crash, I stammered. Are you hurt? He stood there, blocking the doorway, breathing hard, like he'd been caught doing something illegal. I'm fine, just dropped something. You should go. But I couldn't move, because on the easel behind him, still wet with paint, was a portrait that made my heart stop. It was me, walking to my car, coffee in hand, hair in that messy bun I always wore. He'd painted me, and it was perfect. Is that me? Her jaw tightened. You need to leave. You've been painting me? How long have you been? I said leave. His voice cracked, not angry, desperate. That's when I noticed his hands were shaking, covered in paint, blue, red, gold, and on his right hand, wrapped in a kitchen towel, was blood. You're hurt. I stepped forward without thinking. Don't. He stepped back, vulnerable, exposed. Let me help you. I don't know why I said it. This stranger, this man who'd been secretly painting me, I should have been scared, creeped out, but all I felt was pulled toward him, like gravity. He looked at me for a long moment, those dark eyes searching mine. Then he stepped aside. 5 minutes, he whispered. "Then you leave and we never talk about this." I walked into his apartment and into a world I never knew existed. Pause here. Would you have walked into that apartment or run the other way? Drop a comment because I need to know. Want to know what happened next? Stay glued to this channel. Like, subscribe, and share so you won't miss the next episode on I Walked In on My Neighbor's Secret.